we're removing the picture. We don't need to see the picture. And that is it. Let me turn this so I can see. Move this. Hi, Mom. Hi, everybody. Okay, so this is a big project. We are going to make 5 projects, 5 wreaths with 1 roll of mesh. I showed you guys this last week. I just opened this. This is a full roll of this white mesh with has like a silver foil in it. And what we're doing is I'm taking the signs and the door hanger that came out of the wreath supply box I got from Deco Exchange, and we're gonna make all of these into rails. So here's the star. If you've got the box, here's the star. I don't know if any of this is available, but here's the star. We're gonna do this one here, okay? I've already glued one up here. I'm going to be using this liquid nails, and I have the hot glue on. I put some hot glue on here. Okay, so it's pretty sturdy. You can see if I wanted to pull this off, I could probably do that, but I'm not going to pull on it. So we're going to do that one. And then I'm just going to, where am I going to set this? I'm just going to set this over here. And then I'm going to add a rail to this one. So let's do the star next. And then we'll get busy on the small one so I can show you how to do it. I've done this on other videos, but I know some of you, most of you are like visual learners like I am. You just want to see, you just want to see it done again. So that's what we're going to do. And then I have all my ribbon here, ribbon that I got out of the resupply box, plus my ribbon came from my luxury loops box that I get from Decorator Crafts from my friend Kathy. So what I'm using is stuff from the resupply box, my Decorator Crafts box, and standard rails. So the smaller signs, I got the flip-flops, the ice cream, a flag, a metal flag, and then another MDF, America the Beautiful. These 4 ones are going to use the 12-inch, and then for the star, it already has a hanger here. For the star, I'm going to be using a 20-inch, okay? So let me put these to the side. I'm going to start, let's get the glue going on the star next. And I'm just going to stand it up straight right here. Here's the hanger. If you don't have the hanger on there, you want 2 points down here to go on the rail, okay? So I normally don't measure anything. If you're a measuring type of person, line it up on your map, get it to where it's even. Let's see what this is. So this is on the 10, it comes out to the 31. So it's 21 inches wide. So if I take my 20-inch, I can slap it right in the middle. Okay, and then we're going to glue it, and you could probably secure this because the mesh is probably going to be coming above the bottom of the star here. I'm thinking, let's see, you can actually take some wire, but I'm thinking you can take a pipe cleaner and run it through the bottom opening here, just to give it another way to secure it. So,
hey, the fire guys are here. They're testing the thing. If you hear anything go off, they'll let me.
Oh, I forgot that was today.
They'll leave me for a second.
The fire marshal's here. They're testing the thing. I think today's they're going to do the buzzer. So if you hear the fire alarm going off, they're doing a test. I forgot that was today. The 19th. Oh, they said it was this week, so anyway. So you're just gonna see like an opening here where the bottom, this fabric is glued onto the back and kind of wired onto this sparkly frame. So we're just gonna make it work. You could use wire like I said, but I'm just gonna poke through my pipe cleaner before I add my glue. Hi everybody! Cassie, I got your email. Richard's looking into that. Your address address is correct on the thing. I have to start a claim because exactly what you gave us is what is on there, even though they rejected the box. So we don't know why they are doing that. Now, if this, the pipe cleaner doesn't go through the fabric, I'm just poking it with my scissors, making a little hole just to get through there. Okay, so it's gonna kind of look like this. I have little pipe cleaners on the bottom, and it's getting glitter literally everywhere, you guys. So what we're gonna do is, I think I'm going to get my pipe cleaners positioned and line this back up so I can see what is happening here. And I'm going to take my liquid nails, and I'm just going to put a big old glob right there and push that down on that. Put a big old glob right there, push that down on there. I've never done this with this before, and that's why I want to secure it. So what we need is something heavy to sit on here. Let me grab something over here. I don't think this is heavy. So hold on. We're gonna take this. I'm gonna move it out of the way, but I want to show you. Find something heavy, okay? What else is heavy? Oh, this. You guys, this is my big weight. Okay. There. So you just want something heavy on there. We want that to set up, okay? And I'm going to take some of my hot glue and I'm going to start putting it where the piece, the door hanger, touches the wood, okay? I did not want to go through there. There we go. Now, I've talked about this before. The glue is not a rapid set. So, I'm going to go through this the best I can without flicking this thing off. That's why I want to do it now. We're going to get started on that on the next project while this sets up. But you're gonna wanna do this probably ahead of time. Do it the night before. Okay, I think there's enough glue and stuff on there. I'm just looking at it underneath the thing here, just to make sure, okay? So move this over here. Now, if you really wanna see like an overhead look to this, I have a blog post about it. So this is just like to get our feet wet again. And look, I'm just gonna move this, set yourself up. Like if I was doing all these projects, I could have glued them all ahead of time last night. Come in, do your, start your day, and your things will be secure, okay? Let me get this off my table now, you guys. This red glitter is we're just going to clean up the glitter. I hope that helps. Now, I'm going to do another little one, and then we're going to actually start working on the flip-flops. So you take your rail, and this one I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to take my sign, line it up where I want it to be. Now, this one, I'm okay with there being a small amount here. So I'm actually going to make this to where the popsicle stick is touching two of the rails, okay? So take your glue. We're just gonna put a glob there and a little glob there. Let me get this lined up. And I put it down too far, so we'll have to clean that up. I'm gonna leave that for a second. Add some glue, and again, I want to put just a little bit of glue where the wood touches the wood. This is a MDF sign. This part's going to be covered with the with the mesh, so it doesn't even matter, okay? Now, we gotta move this. I'm actually gonna move this over on the side. Oops, I'm gonna move this over on the side and put a weight on it so it's not in our way, okay? So you're not missing anything, but now I gotta find something else heavy. You guys, there's nothing heavy here. How about this? We'll put this. We'll use the hammer. There. Okay. Hello, everybody. So this one is actually metal. If you have a metal punch, you can actually take this and attach it with some wire down here, okay? So you're not actually gluing this because this is beveled, so it's not flat back here. I would probably punch a hole in the metal and then just wrap it through the rail like that. This one is flat, so you can take it. If you wanted to stand it up like this, end on end, you'd have to find a way to create some weight on this to hold it down, or overlap it like this. So you'd have part of the rail glued behind the sign like that, okay? So that's how you would do those two. We're not gonna do that. You guys get the gist of it. I'm gonna move these down here. Now, this is a 12-inch rail. It does have a hanger here. You can just do like a string of jute or a ribbon. But all of the 12-inch are going to be the same thing. So there's 4 signs in my box. So I'm gonna do 5 ties times 10 inches. Okay. And then on the 20-inch, I'm gonna do 5 ties times 30 inches. Take your pipe cleaner, fold it in half. I'm gonna go in the middle rail. The top rail has the flip-flops on it. Tammy, you could drill holes in that. So what I'm finding is a lot of people don't have power tools. If you're handy with the power tool, you know how to drill holes, drill holes. A lot of people don't have power tools or don't know how to use them. So this is just like a quick alternative. But if you're handy with the power tools, that would probably secure a little bit better. But I'm not drilling anything. Now you could also put some glue on the front of this where the metal is, the flip-flops are metal. You could put metal on, or glue on the metal where it touches the wood, but I'm not gonna do that. Ideally, you guys should be gluing and setting with your weights, leaving it overnight. Give your glue a chance to set up, okay? So this recipe is gonna be for all the 12-inch. You're going to take 5 ties and go across. I usually do the outside, then the middle, and then the middle of the 2, okay? So this is a fresh roll of mesh. We're gonna do, I need 5 cuts at 10 inches. We're gonna use that. Now, if you're gonna do all of these at the same time, I would probably cut everything. I'm gonna do the next one too because I wanna get that other project done. So, oh, there's 5. Let's put this to the side. So I'm gonna do this one, I'm gonna prep that one, and then we're gonna do that one. Then I should have enough left over for the other, okay? So I need 4 more. And then 1 more, and then, so there's my 10 times 5, 10 times 5. Now I need 30 times 5, right? Is that what I wrote down? Yep, 30 times 5. I love my 30-inch ruffles on the 20-inch rail. You guys, this is why I love wreath rails so much, because you can use you can make your materials go far and still have a big impact. Look, I want to cut. So one more. And then what's left on here should be enough for the other 2 projects. Okay, so let me move that mesh. That goes for that. This mesh goes for this one. And you guys, this is a good idea for any type of parties. Making your mesh. That's why making your mesh last. That's why you can invest more in your mesh and get better quality mesh and still have a big impact on your projects. This red glitter stuff is everywhere. Hi Craig, hello everybody. Okay, so back to the project. This is our flip-flops. I glued it, put my 5 ties, I've cut my mesh. So you're gonna take your mesh, you're gonna lay it, here's the cut edge, I'm gonna lay it roll side down. So the natural curl of the mesh is down towards the table. You're just gonna ruffle it right down the middle. Okay, and right where my ruffle is here, I'm gonna fold it in half and create this ruffle. So instead of having like my little hourglass ruffle, I'm gonna have this. This is gonna go right here in my tie. Okay, start with your outside pieces. This is what it's gonna look like. Ouch, finger got stuck in there. It's gonna look like this. So here's that little bunch. This is where it's folded in half, and then I have my ruffle coming out this way. You're gonna do that times 4. So leave the middle one open. You're gonna do the outside first. It's because we're laying down this foundation. Okay, so you ruffle it down the middle, fold it in half, so you have like this little nub right here. That little nub piece is gonna go right here in the tie. Don't do it too short that it's gonna like pop right out of your pipe cleaner. But it's gonna look like this. So you're gonna have these ruffles coming out. Here's the little nub, here's the little nub. Now I'm gonna do these 2 inside ones and the ruffle's gonna lay on top right here, okay? So mesh, roll side down, or facing down. Do exactly the same thing. You're gonna ruffle it, fold it over, and you see me, I'm not even fixing the ruffle, just whatever it is, that's gonna go right here in this tie. So I'm gonna move my pipe cleaner, come right here, twist it off. Now this one is gonna lay on top. Now you can see, some of the board is showing. We can move it around, but once we get our ribbon tails on here, you're gonna cover everything. It's gonna work. Okay, here's the next one. And then we'll do this one the same thing. Ruffle it, fold it, get that little nub. The middle one, we're just gonna do a straight ruffle right in there because we're gonna put our bow. Normally I put my bow in the middle, so it'll be fine. Now, I'm gonna hold this up and show you, okay? And you'll see how this coverage is. Look at this. Look at how much we covered. We haven't even added tails yet, ribbon tails. See that? How do the outside first and then the second one in, and it covers. And yes, you can see through it because I'm holding it in the air, but you really can't see any of the board, okay? You can't see any of the rail. This one, do the same thing, ruffle down the middle. Do not fold it. This one's gonna go straight in right here, right in the middle. Plop it down in. Don't worry about the board showing. Don't worry about the rail showing, because we want this ruffle to just create area right here. We're gonna put our bow, okay? So it's gonna look like this. What you're doing here, this is gonna be for all the 12-inch ones. This is the best solution that I can come up with at the time to cover without covering your design. Some of these little signs, they tend to have words and images down below where we're attaching to the rail. So it's not made for that purpose, but I don't want to cover that stuff. So we take our ruffles and we kind of make it to where you still see the bottom here, but we're covering the wood. Look at how nice that is. And this is what it looks like from the side. Okay. This is what it looks like from the back. And you see here's the hanger. You can just run some jute string through or some ribbon and tie it off and make a little hanger. But you'll see the 5 ties. Nothing's happening back here, okay? Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do some ribbon tails and make a cute little bow. So what I got in my kit, or in the resupply box, is, I don't know if everybody has the same thing. I didn't dig that deep. But mine came with flip-flops, so I'm gonna do flip-flops. And it has stars and stripes. So I think I'm gonna do the flip-flops, and that's a lot of blue, but I'm loving that. So if you guys are it's your first time here, I love laying out my ribbon and seeing how I feel. I like to put it on the mesh, take a look at it on the against the design. This little skinny one, this one came from Decorative Crafts. This was in my other box. But look at how cute that would be. I think I'm gonna do this 2.5-inch stars with this little 1 inch. It's not even 1 inch, it's 0.875 inch. The little star and stripe like this for the tails, or for the ribbon tails. And then my bow, I'm gonna do this and probably these ones here. Keep it super simple, okay? So let me get my tail board out. I think I did 10-inch tails. I think that's too big. Let's see, 8-inch. I'm gonna go with 8-inch tails. I'm using my tail board, my ribbon tail board. So I need only 4 tails. Normally when I do rail projects, I keep 1 tie for the bow. Don't put any tails. You want to put that ribbon in your bow, not in the ribbon tails. Now, if you have a big piece and you need to have that covered with the ribbon tails, do that. But I'm not doing that. So I need 4 ties, and I need at 8 inches. So 1, 2, 3, 4. You can barely see me. Let me move that out of the way. So red and white stripes and blue and white stars. You guys, with Patriotic, I think you can do whatever combination you want and it's still gonna come out super cute. You guys, my ribbon is spliced right here. Look, and they even sewed it. You see this right here? So I think we're gonna get 1 out of this. Yeah, we're gonna get 1 out of this. So let me cut my 1. And then I'm gonna trim this right where the splice is. So then I need 3 more. 1, 2, 3. You guys have any questions? I know if I missed something, just ask it again. Tammy said, working on my first rail today. Yay! I can see already I used too much mesh. That's okay. Trial and error. So take your ribbon tails. I'm gonna line this up. What did I do? Line this up. And then I have my trash can right here. I'm just gonna dovetail the ends. So dovetail, cut at an angle. This one got a little wonky. So there's those 4. Now this one, I'm just gonna cut at an angle instead of doing little dovetail. I'm just gonna go straight across, no folding. Okay, so it's like that. Same thing over here, line up all the ends. Okay. Put that to the side. drink. Welcome if you're new. Hi, Stacy. Hi, Carol. Yay! Carol has a craft show. So you're going to take your 2 ribbons. I cut the blue a little short. That's okay. More like 6 inches. What did I do? Just line up your ribbon, fold it in half. Wherever that crease is, we're just going to put this right into our tie. Now, if you have, I do have some glitter balls here. If you have that or some of the styrofoam stars, that would look cute. Oh, you know what I did pull out? I didn't pull out tubing, but I have a whole bunch of stuff right here, so that's okay. Thanks, guys. So if you want to know what this is the signs and ribbon came from the wreath supply box that I get from Deco Exchange. I don't know if they have any of this stuff in stock. I did not check. I got my box last week. I gave you guys kind of a teaser. I'm also using ribbon from I belong to another subscription, my friend Kathy at Decorator Crafts. It's called Luxury Loops, and it's like D. Stevens Ferris Silk ribbon. So these blue and white stars ribbon came out of the wreath supply box, and then the little white and red stripes came out of the Decorator Crafts box. Okay. So you just ruffle down the middle. I'm not doing anything special, even though it's getting away from me. Going straight into the tie, not fluffing it yet. Now, if you're not a tubing person, you don't need to add tubing. I love adding tubing, making everything different. So I just have some, let me see, I have some blue here. That's kind of cute, but I also have some white. Let's see, too much white. So another thing that I like to do is hold it up. There's already a lot of white mesh. Adding this in here kind of just mutes it, so I'm not going to do that. I just have like these random blue pieces because I don't throw anything away. Use some of that. I also have some of this left over, or if you're a person that likes to add yellow for like military into your patriotic stuff, add some yellow tubing. I'm not going to be doing that, but you could do that. Here's some stars and stripes you can add in there, but we'll just keep it simple. Let's see. Can I get 4 pieces out of this? Line it up, fold it in half. Whatever this is, that's what I'm going to use, okay? So what is that? 14 inches, we'll go with it. Take your tubing, fold it over, fold it together, just a little bow tie right here. Now I'm not going to add any glitter balls to this. We're just going to keep this simple. So you're going to twist this off, and I'm going to trim it to where there's a little tiny nub and fold that back right on itself. Then you can take your tubing, and I like to pinch it up. See how it's coming up and out? And then you can separate the ribbon here. I like the way this little skinny ribbon looks like on the blue. I'm just going to leave it. We're going to go with that. Okay. Take your tubing, fold it, bring it together like a little bow tie. Put that right in your tie. And then when you cut your pipe cleaner to that little nub, just fold it back and kind of pinch it so it's not sticking up. I don't like pipe cleaners that are just up and floating in the air. So pinch it up and then fix your ribbons. This one kind of got wonky. Now, here's another thing that I like to do. Focus your ribbon away from the middle because we're going to put a bow right there, and we don't need to cover the middle with our ribbon tails. Let me position this to show you what I mean. Like this. This is what we're working on here. So my ribbon's coming away because I'm going to have a bow right here. It's going to cover this whole figure like my hand. It's going to cover this. We don't need to put ribbon tails over here because the bow's going to cover this. This would be a fun party project if you're going to have a 4th of July party. Maybe with the ladies when the men are barbecuing or whatever they're doing. Or make it something for the kids. If you have you can glue it ahead of time and do something for the kids. Keep them occupied. I don't know. Could be a birthday party type one if you have a unicorn sign. You want to do a girls' party. I guess it all depends on what kind of signs you have. Or you guys, I know you wreath makers have a collection of signs that you haven't done anything with. Grab yourself some rails and start making little projects. The little rails are perfect for smaller spaces. I always think about a cubicle because that was my my life for way too many years. And if I had been doing this, I did a little bit of it when I was still there. But if I was doing this while I was still working, I would have had a thing up in my cubicle. But by that time I was like, peace out. Smell you later, guys. Too funny. So then you just fluff this up, fix it a little bit, and then that is that. Get this ready for our bow. Now look at this. How cute is that? Super fast, easy, no big deal, right? Now, let's make a bow. Let me get this out of the way. So the 12-inch rails, all the projects are going to be like this. If the ribbon is too short, go up to the 10-inch. I would rather have a bigger bow and keep the little ribbon tails shorter. It also helps on your cost too, okay? And it just depends on your budget. What are you putting into it? What do you think you can sell it for? I'm just gonna take my flip-flops, and actually I'm gonna open this other, instead of using the ribbon that I used, I'm gonna use this other stripe. This is another 0.875 inch, and it has red, white, and blue on it. Oh, my inches. So I'm gonna take this flip-flop. Let's do a little 6-inch tail. Ow, put my thumb in there. And I'm gonna do a little 5-inch loop on this side, 5-inch loop on this side. Do I want more in there? I think I'm gonna do more. So I'm gonna do a couple 5-inch. Let's do 5-inch times 4. You absolutely love the horse head? Oh, thank you. That was just an impromptu, hey, someone asked for it, we're just gonna wing it. That's peanut butter, by the way. I named her Peanut Butter because those are her colors. Because that just sounds like a horse's name I would have. I don't know if anybody's named their horse Peanut Butter, but that just sounds like something I would do. You know what I mean? So I'm just gonna do 5 inches times 4. I'm gonna cut this at the end of where the little flip-flops are. This ribbon is really cute. Look at this. So I know there's a lot of flip-flop signs out there, but how cute is that? Then I'm gonna take this guy right here, do the same thing, a 6-inch. Ooh, this one is actually, this one has, is a little bit more stable than the red and white. I would say that one is more floppy than this one, but it's such a skinny ribbon. I think it just adds something cute. What did I do? 4.5 inches? Yeah. Cute. This would also look cute, guys, if you had jelly ribbon. Put some jelly in here. Let me tell you why. Because that plastic jelly ribbon reminds me of, you know, when we were kids, we used to wear those hot, sweaty shoes that made your feet stick and stink and all that. That's the same material that those that jelly ribbon is made out of. It's just too funny. Okay, take your pipe cleaner. So 2.5-inch ribbon, a 6-inch tail, 5-inch loops times 2, so 4 total. And then this skinny ribbon, the same thing, 6-inch tail, and then I did like 4.5 inches, just 2 loops, 1 on each side. I love jelly ribbon too. Isn't it so fun? Actually, I want this up here and this down here. Like this. How simple and easy is this? Oops. It's going the wrong way. Cooperate here. Oh well, I'm just gonna leave it. Okay, so here's this one. Twist it off. Now what you could do is, we don't need this pipe cleaner here. I'm just gonna twist it so it doesn't come apart. Clip it so it has a little nub on it, and then take this. You're gonna take your pipe cleaner, feed it through. You can go right through the right where the little nub is. I'm just gonna smash it down a little bit so it's not sticking up. And then fix your ribbon. You want that one up, this one down. This needs to come to the side right there, like that. Let me get this on here, so I'm gonna flip it over. Twist it off. Clip it. I usually clip it like 1 inch or 2, maybe 1.5 inches. And then you're just gonna feed the end back in there so it's not even going to get in your way. And then open up this bow right here, and you'll see it's gonna cover all of this right here. Yeah, I'm just gonna angle cut these. Oops, I missed the trash can. Dovetail. Now, if I wasn't chatting and showing and stuff, this would have been super fast project. You ready for this? Look at how cute that is. And then this little bow's going crooked. How cute, you guys. So easy. If you have your own technique of how you like your bows, this one I just threw together. I really wanted to bring out more of the flip-flops, but look at how cute that is. Hold up straight. This is what the back looks like. We put the bow right here. You can see just a little bit line of glue. It's not ugly back there, so this is very presentable for your customer. And then you can either, let's see, this is a hot mess. I'm gonna take this ribbon. I'm just gonna feed it through here. Let me see if I can get it through there, because I don't have any string. Yep, feed it through there. I'm gonna make just a little loop. Tie this off. I'm just going to do a single knot here. Maybe if I can get my fat fingers through here. Let's see. Just tying off the ribbon. There we go. Okay, so I made a knot here in the ribbon. Pull it super tight and just pull it, and then I'm gonna flip it over and pull this through so you don't see any of that. And look, there's a little hanger right here. Look at how cute. If you like to add longer hangers and do a bow, that would look cute too. But there's that one. Let me get this on the wall so you can see. Let's put it over here. Let me move this guy. I'm gonna move this down a little bit. Hopefully it'll stay, because it is just a little push pin. How cute! Okay, now I'm just gonna jump back over here. Let's check on this one. The reason why I'm rushing is because I want you to see how these projects end up. Glue your stuff ahead of time so you're not scrambling like I am. So I'm just gonna take this pipe cleaner and this other pipe cleaner and wrap it around without trying to move this too much. Nobody's gonna see this part because the mesh is going to cover it. This is what it looks like. That glue is still a little wet, but that's okay. I'm gonna take more hot glue and I'm just going to squirt it behind here where I can just see a little bit more of the wood or the grapevine, because it's painted it's glitter grapevine, and then just add more to it. So this is what the back looks like. I was looking down in here just to add some more glue, and then I have this, so I'm going to take this and tie this off. I'm going to tie it and twist it towards the opening, because when I get the mesh on here, I'm going to be able to feed that to the back, and we're just going to hide it. You don't have to worry about it showing or anything. Okay? So that one that I just did, you're going to do that times 4, that one plus the other 3, and then this one is going to be the big one. And that is our 5 projects with 1 roll of mesh, okay? So it's looking like this. How cute is this? I'm leaving this hanger on here. Once we get everything secured, like the mesh and stuff, test this to see if this string is going to be able to stand up to the weight of everything we put on there. If not, I would just feed like a wire or another string actually through the grapevine. Okay, you ready for that? So now we're just going to do kind of the same thing, but on 20 inch. So we're going to get our 5 ties. I do the same thing. Take your pipe cleaner, feed it through. I'm using the middle. I do the same thing all the time when I'm doing 5 ties because I love the way it comes out and I love the way that it looks. So you're going to start with your ends. Now if you have a door hanger, you could do the same thing. Attach it the same way. You would have to like check it out and see how your sign can accept the glue. You need a part that attaches to the rail, or the other videos that I did where I attached a 20-inch to a sign. A couple of those signs I got from Hobby Lobby. You know how they have a bazillion signs there? You find a sign you like, turn it into a wreath, rail, add a 20-inch rail to it. Okay, and then these ones I'm just going to bring to the front here because we're going to hide it behind the mesh. So do your 2 ends, do your middle, and then do the middle of these ones. Thank you, Nancy. Nancy's helping on the comments, you guys. What size rail is on the star? 20 inches. So this is what it looks like. 20-inch rail, 5 ties across. You see I have the ends, the middle, and then I do the middle here and the middle here. You guys, something is irritating my nose. Holy cow. Hi, Philip. All the signs and most of the ribbon came out of the wreath supply box from Deco Exchange. So I'm showing you, if you get the box, I'm showing you what you could do in addition to using them on a wreath. So mesh, 30 inches, it's 10-inch mesh at 30 inches. You're gonna take it, I just hold it in the air. It's roll side away from me, roll this side a couple times. You want this nice little roll on the end, and then you're just gonna ruffle it right down the middle. So you just gather it with your hands, okay? You have this ruffle. Ruffle side down so it's flat on top, You can kind of fix these a little bit just because sometimes the ruffle gets wonky. You're gonna put it in the tie. I like to put it to where it looks like an hourglass. So you have your top, here's the tie, you have your top part, and you have your bottom part. And then what I do is I find the edges of both the top and the bottom right at the tie, and I'm pinching it, kind of creating a crease there that further opens this ruffle here. So we're gonna do that times 5. Nothing special like we did with the 12-inch. You're just gonna put your 5 ruffles in there. I do the ends in the middle, and then I do the middle of the middle. It's not funny. Hi, Holly. The mesh, Carol, it's silver, so it's like white with silver on it. So it has a little silver foil. But you guys, I have done so many of these projects with just value mesh. It still works. Get yourself some better quality mesh, because you can see how far you can make your mesh go versus a full wreath, like 1 roll of mesh per wreath. But so now, how much was the mesh? Let's say it was $6, $7 divided by 5 projects. That's not that much, right? So if you like better mesh, think about it that way. I can take my $11, $12 mesh, divide it by 5 projects, and make it stretch even further, right? So you see I did the 2 ends, I did the middle. Now I'm just gonna do the other one. So this is like the first phase, the foundation, and then we're gonna lay the second. Okay, this is the first floor, this is the second floor. This ruffle is gonna lay on top of the neighbors here. So when I ruffle this, I'm not moving these 2, I'm placing this on top, so it's creating more of a foundation and it's covering more of the board. Let me get this last one done and I'm gonna show you. Well, let me hold it up now because I wanna show you the gap. You can really see the gap. There's no mesh right here in this tie, but see how I added this one and how nice it's covered? You really don't see the board. You see through the mesh because I'm holding it in the air, but when you have it against a wall or on your door, you're not gonna see all that, right? You're gonna see, oh wow, look at that. That looks awesome. So here's the last one. This one got away from me. It's kind of lopsided, so I'm just gonna pull that there. Twist it off, fix this. Now I'm gonna pull this guy up. I want this ruffle on top of the neighbors here. Spread it apart, fix those. I do that little smash technique right in the middle of the tie just to open this nicely, and you'll see how much this has covered the board. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? And here again, 5 ties on this middle one. I'm going to twist this off. We don't need any ribbon tails for this. Cut it. That's where the bow's going to go. Anytime I do a full size rail, I use either 13 or 14 inch. Here's a tip too. If you're not sure what size ribbon to use, take your tailboard, wherever the middle is, eyeball it. Do you want your tails sticking out this far? Now it's not going to be exactly that because you have them pinched there, and then some. Do you want it out that far? I tend to like the 13 inch better. But you can always just lay your tailboard there and go, okay, do I want my tail sticking out that far? So I'm going to go with the 13 inch. Now the same thing I did before, get your ribbon. We're going to see what tails we're going to use. Hi, Damon. I'm using all your signs with my rails. See, I just did this one right here. If you guys are joining late, we just put a rail on this one. So giving you ideas of what to use your signs and your ribbon from the box. Okay, so I want to use this one. And because this is a full size, I'm going to use my 4-inch ribbon too. So this one is a tie-dye. Look at how cute this is. Oh my gosh. Because that has blue and white stars, I don't know if I want to use this. Let's just put this one to the side. Let's do, should we just do these two? Maybe with the, where's the other one? With this one on it? That's a lot. I'm gonna forego the flip-flops, excuse me. I have a solid red and the 4-inch ribbon here. Oh, Donna, girlfriend, we need to start creating. Hi, guys. Okay, so I'm gonna use the tie-dye. I think I'm gonna throw this solid in there just to break up. But I really wanna use this one too. So I think I'm gonna put 3 in each one. So I need 13-inch times 4. One, two, three. This is kind of a wavy ribbon. It's all over the place. So there's 4. I'm gonna take that extra little piece out of there. Oh. The air just shut off. That was so loud, guys. Okay, so 4-inch I saved for the bow. So we're having 4 of these. So I'm gonna put this away. And you see that I have plenty of ribbon for another, to finish those smaller projects, but I have plenty of ribbon for other patriotic stuff too. There is a little gnat flying around and he's bugging the crap out of me. This one. This has to be my favorite. I am loving this. Just this little tiny ribbon is just giving me all the feels. Carol, somewhere. somewhere. Okay, so 13-inch times 4. We don't need the tailboard anymore. Get this fuzzy stuff off of me, you guys. My table is a mess. Okay, so the little skinny ribbon, I'm just going to angle cut it. I have the trash can here. I'm not even gonna dovetail it, just line it up, cut it at an angle. Okay, there's that. Let's take the red. Michelle, I'm there because it's making me sweat. You see me looking at it? I can see him out of the corner of my eye just tormenting me. Okay, dovetail this. I did get scissors in my box. I gave them to Kool-Aid. So those coveted blue handled scissors. I have the red ones. Can't get those anymore. Now we got the blue-gray ones, I think. Kool-Aid. Those scissors are only for ribbon. The scissors are only for ribbon. Do not let them touch. No. Tell them I'll cut you. We don't cut anything else with our ribbon scissors. Carol, you are so funny. I don't even know what it is. I'll have to go look. Okay, so 2.5 inch, 1.5 inch, and this little this little baby 1 inch. I'm saying it's 1 inch because I don't even know what that is. 0.875. 8 3, what is that? 5/8? I don't know. Whatever. Line it up, fold it over, crease it where the crease is. We're gonna try to keep it in the middle. We're gonna do our little crease here, like this. And I'm gonna dig in the box here for some tubing. This tie-dye ribbon is so cute. Love it. So, you guys, this is an easy way to make 5 projects with 1 roll of mesh. You could probably get 6 projects if you had a smaller or another sign. So go dig it in your stash. You have signs, turn them into wreath rails with those little 12-inch rails, and they work perfect. So put your ribbon, and then we'll do tubing next. Linda, you did send me your red scissors. I have one at home, and then these are, what was that, like 3 years ago? I know, they're just so good. I love them. Okay, so this is what this looks like. Just have our ribbon there. Let me find some tubing to use. Where I'm going to just set that right there. Let's dig in the box. I got red. I got red, and we don't want that. It's a lot of red, but that's okay. We're going to use that. Oh my gosh. Much stuff everywhere. Okay, so tubing, cut this off. Now, since I have plenty of tubing, we could probably, look, just found the end. Here's the end and here's the end. We could probably double this up if we wanted to and do 2 pieces into each one. That would be fun. So let's do 22 inches. And I'm going to do 2 in each one. So that's 1. That's 2. Three. Get that untangled. 4. And then that goes right back into the box over there. So 2 at the same time. Take it. Line up your ends, bring them together in your one hand, so you're holding it all together, and then right across, doesn't have to be perfect, just bring it together so you have almost like these little two little bow ties here. That goes right in your tie. This would have looked cute with red, white, and blue tubing, but I didn't plan that far ahead, so we're just gonna leave it at that, okay? Tiffany, because my daughter destroyed it. If you guys watched, did I post anything on Friday when I was here with the kids? I don't know. She made my table an absolute mess with stuff everywhere. So it did get picked up a little bit today. It's normally not nice. Okay, so now I'm just gonna separate this, and the same thing that I did on that one is I have my ribbon tails coming away from the middle because I know I'm gonna put the bow right there, and I want you to still see the ribbon tails on these side ones, these middle ones. So, and I still pinch the tubing here in the middle, and I'm going to bring this around. Now this would look cute if you wanted to add some flowers in it. Anything, if you want to add like the streamer thing. Garland, look how this coming away, big bow, tails coming away. And you'll see that the, because I secured that, this door hanger with the pipe cleaners and the glue, it's not going to come off. Someone would have to deliberately break it to separate that. And because we're not going to see the point of the star, I suggest looping something through if you want to use the pipe cleaner like I did, or if you want to do some wire or even like a string or something, just to give that door hanger something extra to hold on to. That would help, because you never know, glue does separate sometimes. You just don't want it to separate on your customers, off your customer's door, right? That's why I started kind of using the liquid nails, the DAP. I'm in Las Vegas and it gets really, it's hot and dry, and a couple of my pieces that were not glued properly. That's why it's so important to glue it ahead of time. I tend to rush through my projects just to show you guys. Glue your stuff ahead of time. Give it time to set up. Mine were not glued properly and they came off. So that's what that's all about. And now you can see, you're just gonna open up these tails here. Because we have 3 ribbon, I'm just separating it a little bit. Okay, this is what it's looking like with no bow. Now, if you're one of the no bow people, just do another set of tails and put it right here in the middle. But look at how that's shaping up. So nice. Let's make a bow. I need my bow maker. We're going to use 4-inch to start with. And I think I am going to add 4-inch. I'm going to go with the stars. And then there's already a lot of red. I don't think I'm going to add that in. But maybe just do this white, the blue, and some of this little skinny ribbon. How about that? I'm going to do that. Hi, Veronica. Linda says, you're not sure you have a floor? Oh my gosh. You are so funny. So, 4-inch ribbon, don't be afraid. I used to be afraid to use this. I still haven't stepped into using 4-inch ribbon as tails, but use your 4-inch ribbon in your bows. It is so pretty, you guys. I'm gonna do a 10-inch tail, okay? And I'm gonna do a big 6-inch loop on each side. Actually, I'm gonna do 7 inches because I really want this to fill out. That centerpiece. And then I just do the tails, so what, 10-inch tails and 7-inch loop, and that's it. 1 loop on each side. Minda, it's all my fault, girlfriend. Why? You got mesh and stuff everywhere? Now I'm just gonna eyeball this with the first layer. Oh my gosh, this is so cute, you guys. Okay, 7 inches. I'm gonna do a 6-inch on this one. Let's do 6-inch times 4. How's that? Because why not? Actually, I'm just gonna do it times 2, because remember, I still want to do those other projects. I don't know how much ribbon I have left. So my process is 5 projects with what I have here. Now tubing, I just opened that pack of tubing. Tubing is so inexpensive that you can really make it go far. You don't have to put 2 pieces per each. That's just something I wanted to do. You don't have to add tubing. So lots of possibilities, guys. Now I'm just gonna start adding, I don't even know how long this is. Let me see. That looks about right. And then this one, just because, why not? So I'm doing both of the little skinny ribbons. If you don't have it, just use what you have. I'm just gonna eyeball this to what this is. This is so cute. Okay, so another pipe cleaner. And I just want to make sure that everything is where it's supposed to be. That almost flew out of my hand. So it's just going to look a little bit like this. Let me bring this up. Nothing over the top. This is so easy, you guys. I know I make it look easy, but because it is easy, you can do it too. Okay, we all have to start somewhere. All I'm going to do is take the pipe cleaners and go, I like to just poke straight through the mesh. Poke straight through the mesh. Don't even worry about trying to move it. I have my other hand in the back, feeling for that pipe cleaner to come through. Sorry, I got distracted. There was a man on a motorcycle with no helmet on. It was so dangerous. Anyways, I was like judging him while trying to speak to you guys. And then just fix this. I'm not tying it off yet. Here's what I like to say. Take your wreath rail, your door hanger, whatever you're doing, look over the top and make sure your bow is not pointed towards the ground. And then you could just twist it off back here like this. Twist, twist, and then there's not even anything left on here. You could just tuck it right in, okay, like that. And now, this doesn't really need a whole lot of fluffing. Make sure your loops are not flat. They don't want to look like a piece of paper, okay? But get in here, fluff these up. I am loving this little skinny ribbon. If I had another, like maybe a solid, I could have put the red between the blue and the little skinny ribbon, but this looks so cute. So now we're just going to cut these. And I did that opposite. I like it to go the other way. There we go. And then you can just bring this up, make it nice and curly. If you wanted to do these longer, you could. Oops. Jets are loud. Same thing here. Fluff. Just come in here. You know how you take scissors when you're doing your that like curly ribbon, the curling ribbon? Just doing that with your hand on this ribbon, and it just creates a little curl to it. I am going to dovetail this 4-inch ribbon though. And you see these tails here, that's why I wanted them to come away from the middle. and not going towards the bow because we still want to see them. How fun. So if you're going to do this and replicate and do all the signs and all the projects, I would love to see what you guys do. Please, please, please make sure you come back and share your pictures. We have a free sharing group. It's just for the community to share your wreath rails and projects. I love seeing what you do with our products, of course. But here's my design. Look at how fun! Oh my gosh, I am so in love with it. Look at this. So we did these two, if you joined late. We did these two projects today. This one is going to be 3 more times on those other 3 signs. I only have 1 glued up. I watched from the beginning because I gave you tips on how to secure it. These are signs that were in my wreath supply box that I got from Deco Exchange, and the ribbon, and one roll of mesh. Look at how fun this is. You can make your supplies go a long way, especially in this time that we're in. How easy was that? No, there's no magic science here. I want to see you guys do it too. You can make your materials go a long way. So, fun, 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 you guys. That's it. That's all I have for you today. What time is it? Whew. I know I got started a few minutes late, but I am spent. Watch from the beginning. I used liquid nails. I used hot glue. Here's the other sign. Let's get this one over here. I already cut the mesh for this one here. My roll of mesh is here. I have 2 more that I put down here. Okay. One is a metal sign that's beveled. It's not flat. My metal punch is broke. So I definitely need to get a new one. The little hardware thing came out, so I can't even poke a hole. But the metal beveled one, I would punch a hole and attach with wire. This one was glued. This is the one that I glued at the beginning. So it is set. Glue your stuff the night before. Glue all your things, and then come back and start doing your wreath rails. All the standard rails are in our store. This is a 12-inch, flip-flops 12-inch. The star is a 20-inch. And this is what it looks like, you guys. So if my tie obviously wouldn't go right here, you could probably just tie it on the side and still make it work with the same recipe we did here, okay? I hope you enjoyed this. Yay, thank you guys. Watch from the beginning, like I said, and start making your signs. Wreath makers, we have so many signs. Start making your signs into wreath rails, okay? That's it. I'm gonna let you guys go.